The Super Smash Bros. Franchise is a beautiful culmination of what happens when you try to cram as many video game icons as possible into one game. However, not all the characters chosen to become playable fighters over the years have been seen as worthy additions to the roster. Not necessarily because of how iconic they are, but because they're the same character. Clone characters have been a staple in the Smash Bros. Franchise since 64, and were a way to add more characters to the roster while cutting down on character development time, according to Masahiro Sakurai. But do you think that the fanbase would listen to a perfectly logical explanation from the series director? Of course not, they just want to know why the hell Roy got into Smash over Waluigi! Echo Fighters were introduced for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in response to this backlash. These fighters became tied to other characters on the roster, and only have minor differences between them, if any at all. But Sakurai, why isn't Dr. Mario considered an Echo Fighter in Ultimate too? He's slower, hits harder, and sucks more. There's a difference! It's great that Smash tries to pack in as many characters to the roster as possible, but would it make sense for some of Ultimate's Echo Fighters to be their own characters instead? Let's find out. Also, don't forget to subscribe. What are you doing? Well, I was showing for your channel. Starting the list, we have the Phazon Parasite Dark Samus. Yes, Dark Samus is a manifestation of Samus that copied her DNA, but the character has plenty to offer for an original moveset. You can see this in Smash 4, where Dark Samus' assist trophy almost had a full moveset that was taken away when they became an Echo Fighter in Ultimate. It makes you wonder if Dark Samus in Smash 4 and Knuckles in Ultimate were supposed to be full-fledged fighters at some point. Knuckles, come on, stick around, buddy. We can play together like the good old days in Project M. No! It would have been easy to make a moveset for Dark Samus that differentiated themselves from Samus Aran to celebrate the Metroid Prime trilogy. Dark Samus could fire two types of Phazon beams either in small shard-like bursts or in a thin laser, and could create crystallized pillars like in their Smash 4 assist trophy moveset. Dark Samus could have had an absorb attack similar to Joker or Incineroar, since they absorbed Samus's energy to create their form. It would be hard to balance, but it would be cool if they could gain access to whatever move they absorbed for a short time, since they were able to absorb abilities in Prime 3 Corruption. Imagine Dark Samus absorbing Kaboom.
Damn.
Dark Samus also developed the ability to create clones of themselves and could attack in Morph Ball form, but having those options in Smash would be f***ing toxic. What ultimately makes me say that Dark Samus being an Echo Fighter is wasted potential is that even though the Metroid franchise has been in Smash since 64, there are only 4 characters from the franchise in Ultimate. It's a disservice to the Metroid series to waste one of its few recognizable characters on an Echo slot, even if they added Ridley and Dark Samus to the roster in the same game. Nintendo could have easily come up with an original moveset for Dark Samus if they were able to pull Zero Suits out of their ass. Done. Up next is a character that I think encapsulates the spirit of what makes a good choice for an Echo Fighter, Daisy. Daisy was the princess Mario rescued in 1989 Super Mario Land instead of Peach. Super Mario Land's producer, Gunpei Yokoi, wanted to recreate the feeling of 1985 Super Mario Bros., but set in a separate world to the Mushroom Kingdom. This world would be called Sarasa Land, with Daisy created to fill the princess role because apparently you can't have a Super Mario game without a princess getting kidnapped. And they did nothing with Daisy since. Well, not nothing. Daisy was reintroduced into the Mario franchise in Mario Tennis for the Nintendo 64, and has appeared in over 70 games since then. This makes her very deserving of a spot on the Smash roster, but all 70 appearances have been in spin-off games, and Daisy hasn't appeared in a main series game since her debut in Super Mario Land. This means that Peach and Daisy are always appearing in the same games, playing the same minigames or sports, so anything Daisy can do, Peach is also doing and more. Yes, they could give Daisy an original moveset based on these spin-off games to differentiate her from Peach, but they're already highlighted with their forward smash switching between sporting equipment and a frying pan. Sakurai highlighted Daisy's spunky tomboy personality with her entrance, idle animations, and taunts, which I think does her justice as a character. Sakurai might as well save a Mario spin-offs moveset for Waluigi down the road, since a lot of Wario's moveset is based on the WarioWare and Wario Land games, so there wouldn't be any overlap. Who am I kidding? Waluigi probably isn't getting in at this point. The Fire Emblem franchise's representation in Smash has always been a mess, but somehow it got messier in Ultimate, with Lucina being demoted to an Echo Fighter for Marth, and Chrom being added as an Echo Fighter for Roy. It somewhat makes sense for Lucina to be an Echo Fighter of Marth, because she chose to emulate her Hero King ancestor that also wielded her blade the Falchion, Marth, when she went back in time to try to save her father Chrom. In terms of fighting style, they only share the charm skill in Marth's appearance in Fire Emblem Awakening, since skills weren't a thing in Marth's original game Shadow Dragon. Meanwhile, Chrom being Roy's Echo Fighter makes absolutely no sense. There's no family lineage and no shared skills between them whatsoever. I really think that the rationalization here was, oh, Chrom's just another sword fighter, pair him with Roy, who cares? But that line of thinking is what's left Fire Emblem in such a hated position in Smash. Too many sword characters and not enough differentiating them. Who wouldn't look at this group and be annoyed if you knew nothing about the franchise? Roy was originally a Marth clone in Melee, and his moveset barely changed in his return to the series in Smash 4. He's noted to have an affinity for fire in Fire Emblem The Binding Blade, so give him magic attacks, or at least more than just applying explosions to all of Marth's moves. If all was right in the world, Roy would get a revamped moveset to further separate him from Marth, and Lucina would be Chrom's Echo Fighter instead. Lucina's swordplay is a carbon copy of Chrom's because he taught his daughter swordplay as she grew up. They also share the Ether skill with one another, along with every other skill they get in Awakening. But guess what? Life isn't fair, Fire Emblem fans. I'm Fire Emblem fans. We didn't get Shadow as an Echo Fighter for Sonic, but maybe that was because we got someone similar in Pit's Echo Fighter, Dark Pit. Like Lucina, Dark Pit first appeared in Smash 4 as a full-fledged playable character before being demoted to an Echo Fighter in Ultimate. Pit 2 first appears in Masahiro Sakurai's Kid Icarus Uprising. Has this man ever made a bad game? In Uprising, Dark Pit is created out of Pit's reflection from the Mirror of Truth, and is all of Pit's repressed or dark thoughts that he keeps to himself. Gee, I wonder what those repressed thoughts are. As expected from a doppelganger, Dark Pit's playstyle is very similar to Pit's both when you fight against him and play as him during Uprising. Yes, he may use some different weapons, but Pit has such a huge treasure trove of weapons at his disposal during the game that aren't used in Smash that I don't think there's enough differences there to justify giving Pit 2 a full roster spot. Sakurai kept the changes between the two characters from Smash 4, like Dark Pit's arrows being harder to angle but having more knockback, the Electroshock Arm side special, which Pit can use in Uprising anyway, and Dark Pit's final smash utilizing his trademark staff instead of Pit's, which Dark Pit uses at one point in Uprising 2. There's just too much overlap between the two characters, but the most important thing to take away is that you should just play Kid Icarus Uprising. Don't wait for a switchport because according to Sakurai, that's probably never going to happen. Smash Ultimate not only added Castlevania's Simon Belmont to the roster, but his ancestor Richter Belmont as an Echo Fighter as well. This made Castlevania the first third-party franchise to have multiple playable characters in Smash, but it's fine. I'm totally not salty about it. What's interesting about the Belmont's moveset is that it draws inspiration from both characters. Both Simon and Richter have the Axe, Holy Water, and Cross available as sub-weapons in their respective games. Richter first appearing in Castlevania Rondo of Blood, and Simon in the original Castlevania. Naturally, both Belmonts utilize the family's iconic whip, the Vampire Slayer, to attack enemies as well. Things start to get interesting when you look at the rest of their moveset. A quick look at Richter mode in Symphony of the Night gameplay, and you can see moves such as dash attack, down tilt, forward tilt, and up B that you don't see in the original Castlevania. In fact, everything that is included in the Belmont Smash moveset that Simon can do in his own game, Richter can do too, and he provides more moves to their Smash moveset. So, which one of you is the real Echo Fighter?
I am?
It makes sense that they still made Richter the official Echo Fighter though, because Simon is a much more iconic video game character, even if Richter provided more moves to their moveset. Even though Richter could have easily had his own moveset with the number of attacks taken from his games and the upgrades he had at his disposal, I still think that Smash got it right by combining him with Simon to give the original Belmont a full moveset. But let's be honest, Simon might as well be the Echo Fighter at this point. Who's choosing to play as Prince Charming from Shrek over him? I know I'm not. Let's wrap up with the original Echo Fighter, Ken. Canonically, Ken and Ryu trained under the same instructor, which is why they have similar fighting styles despite being from different parts of the world. Sakurai explained during Ryu's release that the majority of Ryu's moveset was inspired by Street Fighter II, with Ken following suit in Smash Ultimate. So when you look at it from that perspective and not from their differences in the newer games, it makes sense for Ken to be an Echo Fighter for Ryu. However, this is a very strange case because when you start comparing Ryu and Ken's movesets, they're really not that similar. The only special they have that has the same properties is Focus Attack from Street Fighter IV, and the rest of them have differing properties when it comes to speed, hitboxes, knockback, etc. And that's just their specials. You can see a plethora of differences in their normals like forward smash, neutral air, up air, strong forward tilt, the list goes on. It makes you wonder why Ken is considered an Echo Fighter at all, and kinda throws this list out of whack. So to answer the video title's question, Ken and Ryu's designs being based on Street Fighter II makes it make sense for Ken to be Ryu's Echo Fighter, but if you were to look at the rest of the franchise where they have very different movesets, it would totally be a waste of potential. But when you look at their movesets in Smash, he doesn't even feel like an Echo Fighter because their moves are so different, so it doesn't even feel like a waste of potential despite him being an Echo Fighter, so I don't know, my head hurts. After reviewing every Echo Fighter's moveset in Ultimate and their moveset potential, it only makes me more confused that characters like Dr. Mario, Pichu, Toon Link, and Ganondorf have their own character slots still. Characters like Luigi and Falco gradually became their own fighters in the series, but it took Ganon 4 games just to use his sword for more than a taunt. If you're going to consider these characters full-fledged fighters, at least give them movesets that better represent them. Let Toon Link use his Deku Leaf to recover, give Pichu baby Pokemon attacks like Charm, and get Ganondorf a proper moveset instead of being handcuffed to a dead franchise. I don't know what they would do with Doc though, maybe make his side be shooting out COVID vaccines. All that said, I still think Echo Fighters are a great concept so that they can include as many characters as possible in Smash. I just wish there was more rhyme or reason to who is considered one. Ultimate was the first game to include Echo Fighters, so maybe they'll work out the kinks in Smash 6. We'll see. Hold on, I'm getting a call. Hello? Oh, hey, Sakurai. Yes, this is Pow. Pow. Thanks for returning my call. I just want to know what the f is going on with Fire Emblem in Smash.